What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Aggressive Pacifist Podcast. You know who I am. You probably have no clue what the hell I'm here to do, though. Well, tonight I'm kind of trying to organize a little conspiracy roundtable with some of the content creators, some of my friends here at Free Speech Media. And what we're doing tonight is hopefully that. So make sure that if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, head over to trovo.live /freespeechmedia. We have great, I just lost audio, I think. We have great content 7 days a week. Come on in, Alan. Speaking of friends showing up, Alan, Elena, can you hear me? Oh, I probably have to unmute myself. I don't know if anyone heard anything I was saying. Why, hello. How are you doing tonight?
Are you talking to me? I'm fantastic.
I am talking to you. You're the only one here to talk to.
I'm not the only one.
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, buddy?
Where is everybody?
Right now, this is it. They're just going to kind of trickle in. Everybody is kind of getting ready for their own shows and whatnot. I also sprung this on them pretty last minute, so they'll show up as it goes along. But
okay, well, here's what I need you to do. I need you to check the Libertarian Party chat real quick. If you could send that to the Libertarian chat. You're gonna like this.
This one here.
Where is everybody?
Send this link to the Libertarian chat? Which chat?
No,
he sent something to you to look
I
at.
sent something for you to look at.
Oh, that is neat as burritos.
Now I want burritos, Harrison.
That is neat as burritos. Speaking of burritos, now, Ryan, what is your favorite burrito? And what conspiracy does that burrito make you think of?
Definitely a California burrito, and I'm pretty sure you can put it all together.
A California burrito. What is in a California burrito that makes you think of I don't know I don't even know what's the best conspiracy out there. The lady who got killed in a water tank with someone who was allegedly wearing a cloak vest, or the fact that they say that's really the hub of the Event 201 and the world takeover. I don't know. What are you talking about? What California one?
So there's a ton. Wow. Look at all of the conspiracies that are in Hollywood about children.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So yeah, California brings out that, right?
Now, who is the most likely to be a pedophile in Hollywood of all the people that have been brought out? Who do you think?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, you think? I think she's probably very likely to be one. I think I don't think Crystalia is.
That was a kind of a joke. So, if you look at it from one point, in order to be in Hollywood, you have to know someone. That's almost sad reality.
Correct.
I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you much better now. I had a speaker malfunction, but we're golden.
But no, that is sad reality. I know a few people that live there, and filming is literally their life. That's what they do. Well, if I didn't know anybody, I would have never been there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it all kind of trickles down to what. I guess. But once you get into the groove, what's to say there isn't?
Right. The Henry Weinsteins, all of the people, all these people who have connections to and access to desperate people who want to be in positions that they're the entry keepers for. And not only that, but you look at somebody like Henry Weinstein. If it wasn't for being in that position and having the amount of money he had, he would have never had the access to the types of women and the types of people he did. He was just a weird, goofy kind of guy. So when these people who are never expecting to be in positions like this are kind of pushed there, or maybe they get there on their own, whatever it may be, in order to fit in, they're more likely to take those extra steps because they've never fit in. Henry Weinstein wasn't a cool kid in high school. He was probably getting shoved into lockers. So when he gets into the inner circle and they're like, hey, you have to start doing some degenerate shit in order to stay here, he's like, all right, whatever. You guys are going to accept me. I'll do it. In order to fit in, they're more like. Which I don't think was good for her health in the long run. I think that's part of the reason she ended up getting whacked. Lots. There's a lot of folks. Kurt Cobain, for instance, is a very suspicious one. Kobe Bryant is very suspicious. Yeah, doubtful. Prince, I don't think Prince died the way that they tell us he died. Chadwick Boseman is one of those odd ones too, because dude was wicked healthy, shredded looking, and then like 6 months later he's dead from cancer. That just doesn't make sense. So there's a lot of these deaths that happen that are just weird. And are you familiar with gematria or numerology? No. So it's a study of numbers that comes from the Kabbalah, or the Kabbalah rather. And a lot of people think that it's used to kind of predict some of these events, some of these deaths, and that these deaths and that some big events, they happen on certain days because it lines up with other events they're going to do. And it's not like nature is necessarily doing these things. It's the people are doing these things. They are setting these things in motion. So that leads to the question of who is setting these things in motion in that order. Well, who knows? That's the big question. There's so many different groups that it could be. Lady Gaga, during her Super Bowl appearance, yeah, it's called adrenochrome. What they do is well, first off, the child blood, they say it helps to promote them to be more youthful, but the adrenochrome is what they're really going after. Adrenochrome is a chemical that they get from somewhere in the spine when the child is in great terror. And you can actually buy synthetic adrenochrome from China. That's how fucked up this world is right now. Don't quote me on that. I heard that from one person, and I never checked it, so don't quote me on that. But right, anything is possible. This is yes, please do. I'm interested. Huge. I like weird sauces. Those are my favorite kind of sauces. Well, hey man, we're supposed to be doing anything we want to do. We're doing things. We're just doing them. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do so long as you do it. That's because they're bums. Ellen is a bum. He's being a bum right now at this time. And if you're not over at trovo.live /freespeechmedia watching, commenting, and casting spells in the comment section, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, we're live right now. Oh, thanks H. Kimosabi for the rose. I appreciate that. You want to? It's on trovo.live /freespeechmedia, Elena. Uh-oh. I just got a comment that we can't hear guest audio. Ryan, talk. I just got a comment. Shit. Yes, Ricky Savage, you're absolutely right. We cannot hear guest audio. Son of Beeswax, give me a second. Let me see what I can do here. All right, let's see. No, no. It's not funny. It's very
at your table.
All right, now.
At your table.
Boom, I fixed it. We are good now. We are good now.
Well, yeah, but now we missed all the good stuff.
Well, that just means we can go back to it. We talked about California rules. Right. Now, we talked about everything. Ricky Savage, thank you so much for that. And actually, I want to give Ricky Savage a shout out right now because Ricky Savage helped me get into Sherman bookstores. Sherman Books has 5 locations throughout Maine, so find the one closest to you, pick up a Parasite's Paradise there, and if you go to the one down in Freeport, say hi to Ricky for me.
Hey, I can hear you twice.
Good. That means that the audio is working.
Okay, we need another website. What's the website?
Oh, the trovo.live /freespeechmedia.
Whoa, hold on. What is it?
trovo.live /freespeechmedia.
Spell it because she's having a hard time.
She can, if she looks at the screen, she will see it written out for her.
I don't see anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not watching the stream. That's why.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's trovo.live
Okay.
/free speech media.
Got it.
Not free.
I said, shut up.
Free. And to steal a line from my
stupid.
partner there, well, the super chats are as free as speech should be over at Free Speech Media. So make sure you're commenting in the chats there. If you're on Facebook, thank you for watching. Also head over to Free Speech Media on trovo.live and join the fun there. And yeah, again, thank you H. Kimosabi for donating that rose. That comes out to be a whopping like 10 cents. So we appreciate that. So we were talking about a California burrito, and then we were talking about conspiracies that had to do with California, and people could only hear my side of it. So I probably sounded like a crazy person to everyone who was not on this Zoom call. So, Ryan, go ahead and take it off. Actually, let me reintroduce you since we have some folks here now, and we're going to kind of restart this. We have Ryan Bickford. Ryan Bickford is a paranormal investigator from Ontario, California. He has been hunting Bigfoot and Sasquatch and the Dogman for the last 3 decades in a row. And before that, he was researching the Titanic investigation for the Titanic Institute out of Hoover. So please give him a like, give him a share. He is at birdsaren'treal.com, where you can find all of his work. Ryan, how are you doing tonight?
Wow. Usually I'm pretty good on my catch-ups there, but that one really took me off. Anyway, yeah. So Bigfoot is real. Living proof. Going to it. Big proof of Bigfoot right here. Please stand up.
She does have big feet. You're absolutely correct.
6 feet tall. Let's see the feet.
She's 6 foot tall and the feet are 3 feet tall.
You see, it went from like my shoulder down to my elbow. Fucking weird. So, anyway, catching us up to where we were, we got on the topic of California burritos, which I don't know if everybody heard what was in those. Really good stuff. You can catch those at Las Palapas for like $13 mint.
Mint.
I bet you get a free margarita for that.
Oh, I'm sure they're sponsored the show. Of course. Why wouldn't
Yeah. Which conspired to California burritos and then Hollywood child pedophile ring, I guess is what we're going to call it. I call it weirder things that probably shouldn't be aired live.
Hey, man, this is free speech media. You can say what you want to say.
Until we get banned. I get banned on every platform. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I don't get banned. I just get shadow banned. They don't let me promote anything, and they don't let people just come to my channel. So if you're at my channel, please share the channel, share this channel, share the Facebook, share the Trovo, and if you're also on Facebook, make sure you follow Free Speech Media and like our Facebook page there, because that's how we can grow this, and that's how we can bring more content like this, more free speech. And we can talk about the pedophile rings that no one else will, while also talking about Bigfoot and how he is part of those pedophile rings. So
yes, that's fucking simple, dude. He's got a really big following, and that just turns back to connections. He has to have connections. He stay hidden this long, right? Or money. Money is how you get connections and disappear.
Well, do you think he could be interdimensional, like some folks say? That would explain a lot. That would explain his ability to not be taken, not have pictures taken of him, not be caught on camera. It would also explain his ability to, hey, holy shit, the tracks just end here. Well, that's because he's disappearing.
No, I don't like that conspiracy. It don't even work for me.
That's not where your research has led you.
No.
No.
I'm a logical conspiracist.
Okay.
So I'm more of a proven guy.
Well, you've done 2.5 million hours of field research, so you tell me.
Like anal probes are real, okay? Been there, done that. So
And that reminds me, back in '74, you were one of the first known and reported credible cases of being abducted by aliens. Now, when that happened and you went up to their ship, what color was the ship itself? What color was the tractor beam? Do you remember any of that? Take us through that whole scenario.
Well, in '74, I can tell you, and if you Google it, you might find a couple things. One of the abductions was probably in Arizona. Yeah, that was me. Okay, I was there.
Jiminy.
Yeah.
What was it?
So color. I don't really know the color of the ship. It was different. When I got inside the ship, though, they weren't green.
Were they gray?
No, they weren't even gray. It was like, you remember that Eiffel 65 video, blue?
Oh, yes.
They were not blue either.
But if they were green, you were going to die.
Well, green ones are bad. Anything green's bad.
Green's
Stay away
bad.
from the green stuff. Right. Yep. Unless it's weed, it's probably bad.
Weed and money. But not
Money
all
is
money
bad.
is green. Oh, money is bad. Is that what the aliens told you?
Tender's bad.
Yes. Fiat currency is definitely bad.
Yes.
So,
No, aliens though. Yeah, they're different, and they didn't want to touch my butt at first, but I totally insisted because I wanted to make it believable. You know.
thank you, Savage Ricky, for following us on trovo.live /freespeechmedia. We appreciate that so much. We love all of our followers. So the aliens that took you up there, they were, you said they
Nice.
they were
Surprisingly
nice.
nice.
Surprisingly
Very sexual,
nice.
though.
Very
Yep.
sexual, but nice.
Yep.
What kind of music did they have playing? Did they have music playing? Was it anything we would recognize as music? What did they sound like when they spoke? What were their mannerisms like?
Actually, the song they had playing the most was "Goober" by 6ix9ine. It was different. Yeah, it was. I don't know. I mean,
Interesting.
what do you want to know about them? They were friendly. Look, remember sexual. That's actually one of them. She's my oldest. She's actually 42 years old. She just looks 12. Weird.
Yeah, dude, you are the real life Benjamin Button. Now, what people don't realize about you, and your name is not Elena Bickford, by the way. That is the pen name that you go by when you write. And if you're looking for any of Elena's books, like I said, please go to birdsaren'treal.com where you can find all of his work. Now, Elena, or Brian, depending on what wig he's wearing that day, is one of the most credible researchers in this field that I have ever met, which says a lot because I've met two. So when you go out into the field, how do you summon these beings so that you can be taken up, so that you can do your research? How did you hunt Bigfoot for 30 years? You know?
All of them are different. Everything you do is different. There's a different scenario for each being, or not even so much being or animal or spirit that you want to go after. So it takes hours and hours of research. And movies, believe it or not, movies will show you how to do anything you want to do.
What
Have you ever
movie
seen
is the most
Jumanji?
realistic?
Oh, most realistic movie? Geez, probably Section 8.
Section 8, okay. And then in there, what were some of the like tips and tricks we should take out of there?
Well, have you seen Section 8? That's the first
I
one.
have not, no.
Waste your time and watch
Okay.
it.
I'll
Totally.
waste some time. Can
What
I
is
find
it?
it on Amazon?
What? Hold on. Isn't Section 8 free housing from the state?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's Section 8.
Are you thinking of Section 9?
Yeah, maybe that's
The
it.
movie with the robots who keep you in the
They
cement
were-
wall?
Was it robots?
Yeah, they were like robots that keep you in a wall, or aliens. They
Oh.
were alien robots, some things, yeah.
Okay, so I would say I thought they were aliens. It's been a while. I traveled through so many dimensions that I just can't remember everything. Yeah, so it was Section 8, yeah, or 9.
Actually, I have a really interesting question. What dimension is ours? Like, what number is it? What is our title?
Fucked.
Fucked. We're dimension fucked. And if
Yeah.
2020 taught us anything, that's a very accurate description of
If
what our
2020
dimension is.
taught anybody anything, 2020 would teach you that the government really spends lots of money to scare you. That's what 2020 is taught.
Yes.
Normal people.
Now, what kind of government do the aliens that you've met have?
I didn't get that far, but
Really?
from what I was told, they were libertarians. They were free thinking, and they were about small government and not policing everybody. Really, really normal beings. Not even people, they were beings.
Right. Well, and that actually makes
So-
sense. In order for them to be wealthy enough to get to us, they probably have to have very free markets that would allow them to to prosper, in order to create all
Right.
the inventions it would take, in order to have the manpower and the
Right.
the resources to
So
invest.
they weren't sending Saudi $750 million for no reason. They were putting it into exploration.
Right. And that exploration is why they got to us, and they were singing Cisco 6ix9ine or whatever you said it was.
Cuba.
Uba.
Cuba.
Gooba.
Yeah.
So
You should waste your time on that one too.
So, when you went out to the Pacific Northwest and you were hunting the Bigfoot for the first time, how much did you shit yourself? Because the first time I ever went on a hunt, I literally had it running down to my pant legs, and so that's the question for you.
Well, it wasn't that bad until I see it.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
I was actually doing pretty fine. We were probably about 17 years of hiking and research, and we picked up on the smallest tip. It was actually it was like a hair about that big, and it didn't look like a deer hair or anything. It was different. You could smell it. And when I see it, it's unbelievable. I thought it was probably a bear. Unreal. As far as shitting myself, though, yeah, it was probably down to the back of the calf a little bit. But when I poop, it's really runny. There's been a lot of probes up there, as we said, so it kind of turns into water. You know.
I got you.
I'm sorry. I know it's weird, but
Yeah,
sometimes
it's free speech media, but we don't need to get that graphic. So,
Oh.
but we still love you. We still love you.
Okay. Good.
So let me ask you this then. So when you were out there and you were hunting Bigfoot, you said you found the hair. It stunk. What does Bigfoot smell like?
The best way to describe it: you let a bag of bread sit in your cupboard with fruit flies in it for about 4 months, and then you open it up. It's just pure fungus, vaginal smell. Gross. Vaginal, not vaginal. Not to be confused.
So it's a pretty noticeable smell. It's something that people would actually recognize. Well, that makes it all the worse. Okay, this is awesome, dude. I have not learned this much about Bigfoot since my first day learning about Bigfoot 87 years ago. So it was what you said 17 years of research it took you to find a Bigfoot, right?
Yeah, that was the first time I see him.
Damn. So you were really invested by the time you found him. At any point were you considering just giving up or being done, or?
No, the thing about conspiracies is finding the truth.
I like that. So at what point did this stop becoming a conspiracy for you and just become truth?
Well, is it though?
Well, I mean, technically there are people conspiring to keep this hidden, so yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. So, side note, I do have to make a 10-minute drive. I will be back on.
Well, you know what? We can, why don't we do this, my friend? Let's plan to have you in studio one day, and we will go ahead and conduct this interview for longer. This has been a great teaser. We've given the people a great introduction to you. Where can the people find you if they want to listen to you and check out all of the research you've done compiling your Bigfoot and alien evidence?
Birdsorefake.com.
Birdsorefake.com. Beautiful. That's it, guys. You heard him. If you want to check out my stuff, go to harrisonkemp.com. I just dropped my latest booklet teaching you how to solve homelessness without the state. Other than that, you can search my name, Harrison Kemp, on Amazon, and there I am. Until next